All right, ladies and gentlemen, while I was busy with Robert and Robert was feeling himself, another super Manchester United fan peeped. And when Kings peep, you have to quickly go and say, Kabisio, Obongo, Dikidi Arama, Big Chief, come in and talk to us. Ladies and gentlemen, I have Odafe. Baba, how's it been?
I'm very fine, thank you. Good afternoon.
Yeah, Odafe is looking fresh. Odafe is looking fresh ahead of the derby. It looks like you're very relaxed as a Manchester United fan.
I should be. If I'm not relaxed, then I don't know. I think I'll just be lying to myself. Like I said earlier, I think the last, what's it called? The last set I was on, I talked about the confidence in the team. I talked about the confidence in the club generally. Ten Hag came in, he brought in new players. He came with new tactics as well. So hopefully, when it has been working for after the first two games, Brighton and Brentford, it has been working. So I'm definitely confident for the derby on Sunday.
Okay, derby in all competitions, derby 188.
Yes.
Of course, but before then, it's been Manchester United with 77 wins compared to City's 57, and then of course 53 draws.
Yes.
Where do you see this one heading to?
I don't want to be biased because I'm a Man United supporter, but I believe we should be able to draw the game. I don't think we'll be able to win since we are playing at Etihad. It's going to be very difficult. They have quality players as well. Let's not write them off. They have quality players, the likes of Bruyne, the likes of Cancello, Gundogan, and this guy up front, Haaland. So we should be able to nick a draw regardless.
Okay, I spoke while I was speaking to Robert. So Robert said something that I find very significant. He said there are two dangerous players in the Manchester City squad.
Okay.
And he mentioned, he said they're the most dangerous for him.
Okay.
And he mentioned Kevin De Bruyne and then of course João Cancello. And I asked why. He said, summation of what he said is that De Bruyne supplies the balls.
Yeah.
Cancelo does that too.
As well.
So basically, in clear terms, what he's saying is that if you can actually annihilate these two, and annihilate in the sense I didn't mean kill them, but take them out of the game, not by injury, but by making sure that they don't play the kind of game they play.
Usually.
That Manchester United has a chance. Do you agree? And if you do agree, why so?
So I'm not going to agree 100%. Kevin De Bruyne, yes. Kevin De Bruyne is an absolute footballer. He is a total footballer. He knows how to pick passes. He knows how to. He sees everything around the pitch. So yes, Kevin De Bruyne. But João Cancelo, I'm not going to agree to his opinion about João Cancelo rather being one of the top players in the team currently. Dangerous players rather. Sorry, dangerous players. So I think what's his name? Gundogan. Kevin De Bruyne, and most especially Haaland. If you feed Haaland does not need to get 20 touches in a match. Just give him the ball. He will definitely score, either on his feet or on the air.
So 5 touches could be dangerous.
5 touches could be dangerous.
Okay, so for you now,
yes.
Let's talk football terms.
Yes.
A striker really relies on his midfield. To supply the balls.
Definitely.
And I want to believe that Robert is talking in terms from the perspective of the midfield supplying the balls.
Yes.
So you're saying that that's not really necessary.
It is. I pointed out the fact that Kevin De Bruyne is very is critical in City's game and also in the derby on Sunday. He is an absolute footballer, like I said earlier. So De Bruyne is definitely going to feed these guys balls. But Cancelo, on the other hand, if you can annihilate Cancelo, like you said, not kill him, if you can annihilate Cancelo, I think he does not pose any much of a threat as far as I'm concerned. He doesn't.
I think one of the things that made Robert say so was that he looked at his assist to Haaland in the Champions League against Dortmund.
Yeah, okay, so first of all, he's a right back. What's his main objective?
To defend.
To defend, exactly. So he's doing what's the other thing he's doing is more like
an addition.
Going overboard, yes, an addition. So whenever he attacks, what happens to the back? Cancelo is not so much of a good defender as far as I'm concerned. He supplies the balls. He does assists. He creates chances. Yes. How about defending?
How about defending? Okay, so Odafe has just knocked off the João Cancello's posting that is a threat.
I could name two other players.
Please go ahead.
Cancello. I could name two other players. I called Gundogan the other time.
Yes, you did.
Gundogan
is superbly dangerous.
Then this other guy, Bernardo Silva. How come he left out Bernardo Silva?
I was about mentioning Bernardo Silva. I think it's always easy for anyone to unconsciously leave out Bernardo Silva because Kevin De Bruyne is having the game of his life.
Of course,
he has been having it back to back, especially since he got to Manchester City.
Yes,
one, and then because it seems as if Kevin De Bruyne suits that. This is not me undermining Bernardo Silva or Ike Gundogan. De Bruyne looks like that poster boy.
He is.
He is that poster boy. He's the eye candy. So sometimes we can almost ignore what Bernardo Silva brings to that team. With a Bernardo Silva pairing with Kevin De Bruyne, you may not see him, but it does the killing. Is first of all, is the hitman that allows the sniper to walk.
Yes. So you see, the game against Czech Republic in Nations League, Bernardo Silva he didn't score. I don't know if he made an assist. I'm not sure. But he was so crucial for that game. In that game, rather, he was everywhere. He was taking passes. He was giving the balls. He was making good runs. He was causing a whole lot of problem in the defense. So I believe Kevin De Bruyne. Once Kevin De Bruyne has the ball in his feet, this guy is going to do something. So, but Bernardo Silva doesn't need to have the ball on his feet. His runs alone would.
It reminds me of the same kind of work that N'Golo Kante does.
Yeah.
In the sense that you would almost not want to mention them.
Yes.
But they are so immensely critical to the team.
That's very true.
They stop the opponent's attack.
Yes.
They initiate attack.
Yeah.
They balance the game.
Yes.
And they are the thought force that ignites the attack, that ignites the assist.
You see, there's one thing again about Bernardo Silva that I like. He's not so much of a physical footballer. He is not. He's short. He does not have the body physique and all. But he's so clever. He's an intelligent, a very, very, very intelligent footballer. He's almost everywhere. For instance now, there's this game that I think one of the derby games or against Liverpool last season. Yeah, I think against Liverpool last season. Bernardo Silva was absolutely unplayable. That's the type of player he is. He is absolutely unplayable. Whenever he's on his day, then I don't think you can stop him. Honestly.
So for you now, in this case now, you've identified about 5 players that are immensely critical.
Yes.
And then now the new big man himself, Erling Haaland. But then let's leave. I think enough of the Manchester City talk. Yeah. Let's come to your team. If you are Erik ten Hag right now,
yes,
I would like you to mention your preferred 11.
My preferred 11. So before I go into that, Marcus Rashford is still injured, and Tony Martial is injured. So obviously they'll be playing a game against City on Sunday. So goalkeeper David De Gea, as always. Then right back Diogo Dalot, Varane, Lisandro Martinez, and Tyrone Malacia. Tyrone Malacia has been doing very, very well since he came in. Since I think Brighton's game, when he came in second half, he has been doing very, very well. So I'll stick with Eriksen and bring in Casemiro instead of McTominay because the game is going to be a little bit physical and City has a very good midfield. So we need somebody that can break up play whenever they are trying to.
And of course experience as well.
And of course experience, yeah. So instead of McTominay, I'll replace McTominay with Casemiro and continue with Eriksen and Fernandes. Then this guy from Ajax, what's his name? Anthony Sancho on the left and obviously the big man. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Why would you play Cristiano? Why would you want to play Cristiano in this game? Start him in this game.
Cristiano is Cristiano. Ronaldo is Cristiano. Ronaldo is Cristiano Ronaldo. Whether or not he has a bad game, whether or not he's going to have a good game, he's always a threat. Do you understand? So currently we don't even have options. So taking that aside, we don't have options. I cannot start Antonio Elanga in the team because I'm not saying Antonio Elanga is a good footballer, but I think he still needs a whole lot of experience. I wonder why he's still in the team. I believe he should have gone out on loan beginning of this season, so gain more experience and come back to the team. So Ronaldo in the team is going to give us options. It's going to be a threat to the City defense, and
And in spite of the fact that, yes, he hasn't gotten a goal from open play, he's still dangerous.
Very, very dangerous.
Since you mentioned Cristiano Ronaldo, the last 2 games in the Nations League, against Czech Republic where they won 4-0, and against Spain. I think in the game they won against Czech Republic, some people came at him that he did not, because he didn't score. But then some of his players came and said, look, he didn't score, but he opened the spaces for us.
Yes.
Now, I've made a comment on that. Now, compare that game with what he played against Spain. What was his contribution?
Okay, so the game against Spain, I think he had more chances. In the game against
3 chances
than Czech Republic. He had an assist against Czech Republic. The goal scored by Diogo Jota. He had an assist in that game. So, but the game against Spain, he was frustrated in that game. He had chances. He couldn't take those chances.
I wouldn't call. I think. Okay, you were saying he had one chance.
Yeah, he had a clear chance that Lionel Messi in that position would have chipped the goalkeeper.
Or Ronaldo 4 seasons, 3 seasons, even last season. So he was just unlucky. I feel he was just unlucky. There's a winning. Could that be? Because what I saw was him trying to trap the ball, and then find a good angle.
Yeah. Okay. No, I think that's the second. I
think that was his last chance.
That was the last chance he had. That one was. I can't blame him for that one, right? Because
the pass was a shot.
It was one, and he didn't know someone was coming behind him, and it was too close. The defender and himself, what's it called? They were too close. They were too. So he couldn't really do anything.
But there's one that he took with his left.
Yes.
I think that they were chances, but they were
maybe
half chances because the angles were tight. I think they. I'm not. This is not me trying to defend a bad play, but let's be honest with ourselves. This man's confidence is not at 100% yet. And then the chance on the left that he played with his left, tight angle.
Yes.
It's a 50-50.
Yeah.
And then the last one, there was a shot that the goalkeeper was. It could have been a nutmeg, but I think that the goalkeeper would be blessing his stars that he stopped that one. The one he stopped with his knee.
His knee, yeah.
So
that looked very easy, but
those things are. And I remember you saying at the beginning that if he easy, made a complaint for Saturday.
Yeah, exactly. So there was a guy that was even complaining the other day that what's Ronaldo doing. So if you know you can play football, there's a field around our area, so you will come play and run as well. It's true. This guy is 37 years for crying out loud. He has been doing it for how many seasons back to back?
Well, over almost 20 seasons.
Yes,
almost 20
because
seasons.
He joined Man United at age 17 or so. Yeah,
played 5-6 seasons with Manchester United.
Yes, then left in 2009.
8 seasons with
Real Madrid.
That's 13. No, 8 seasons. Yes, that's 13. And then 2 seasons with that's 15.
Yes,
and then
I think the second season with Man United.
Yes, 17. Well, that's give and take. I'm not too sure if our
calculations are correct,
but give and take. So I think it's. And then let's not forget how many years he spent at Sporting Lisbon.
My point is, regardless of anything, regardless of whatever people are saying, regardless of people saying Ronaldo is washed, Ronaldo is finished, Ronaldo is this, Ronaldo is that. Over the years, Ronaldo started as a winger. Right, he played from the left wing, not the left or the right wing, or I think he even played both at a point. So over time, when he joined Real Madrid, Jose Mourinho in one game, I think either against Barcelona or Atletico Madrid, I think it was Barcelona. So he had Benzema on the pitch. He had Benzema in the team and probably Higuain. I'm not sure Higuain was in the team, but I know he had a striker, which was Benzema in the team. So, but he opted with Ronaldo starting up front. he used Ronaldo as a centre forward in that game.
Was that the game he played that I technically called that particular game 8-1-1? 8 defenders, one
so.
midfielder,
I think so.
and then one striker.
I think so.
And total counter-attack.
And he scored the goal that day. He scored the only goal that day. It was 1-0. I really cannot remember the year, but I know it was against Barcelona. Yes, either a cup final or something. But I know it was against Barcelona. He scored the goal. He scored the only goal. So imagine someone playing from the midfield. From the flank all through his life, and eventually starting as a centre forward, scoring goals as a centre forward, creating assists as a centre forward, creating chances as a centre forward. He continues to do that up until he's 37. He's going to be 38 next year. The only person that is older than he's older than Ronaldo and still play football is Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Zlatan Eriksen is about playing in the top league. Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Eriksen is about that age.
No. I think Eriksen is 30 or 31 or so.
Okay. Edin Dzeko is close to that age.
Yeah. Then of course Lionel Messi, which we cannot take anything from him. That man is just
no. I think we need to agree. Cristiano Ronaldo is human. Lionel Messi is an imported alien.
Okay, so I'm going to disagree with whatever he's saying. Cristiano Ronaldo is a great footballer. In short, both of them are. So I'm not going to continue this. I'm not going to continue this argument. So let's leave that as that.
Okay, I need to clarify here.
If he's going to talk, I'm also going to say my own. So
I'm never ever going to disrespect Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah.
If there's something that's consistent about the man,
yeah,
even up till this time, is the amount of work he puts into the game.
Yeah.
The amount of work he puts into getting better. I could remember the Europa League game. The commentator said he saw him during the warm-ups, and he saw the intensity in his face, and he said, if you think he doesn't want to play in Europa with what he saw, you're wrong.
Yeah.
The man just wants to play good.
That's
football.
Who Ronaldo is. That's who Ronaldo is. Regardless of the competition, he takes it serious. Whether it's a friendly game, whether it's an European competition, whether it's something else, he takes it serious. So yeah, that's also shown over the years that he's whatever he puts his mind to, will definitely work for him.
Okay, I've got two questions. I've got two questions left for you. First one is, what would you, if you have the chance to call Erik ten Hag directly and give him an advice, what would you say to him, like ahead of the Manchester derby?
Stick to your team. The team that has always been winning for you. Stick with it. The same tactics that you've always been using has been working as well. So continue with it and trust your players.
Okay. All right. The second one, of course, is kindly predict the scoreline.
I said it last time. Manchester United was going to win the game 2-1. I'm not going to change it. If City sees a draw or gets a draw in the game, trust me, they're just lucky. So Man United is going to win the game 2-1.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, luckily for me, I have two tapes where Odafe has publicly, with his full chest,
it's my full chest,
said that Manchester United will win 2-1. Let's see how that goes. But I love his confidence, and of course, this is me wishing all the Manchester.
And of course, I should have the confidence. My team is doing well now, so.
Okay, quick one. Arsenal, London derby. Arsenal, Tottenham, scoreline.
I think I'm going to sway into the direction of Arsenal a little because the players they have, those boys are really doing well. They're really doing well. The likes of Gabriel Martinelli, Gabriel Jesus, Saka, Odegaard in the midfield. No, they're really doing well. So I think they'll give Tottenham the run for their money on. Is it on Saturday? Yeah, on Saturday. Yeah, so Arsenal should be able to win the game.
All right, thank you very much. Arsenal should be able to win the game. Yes. Oh, yeah, Arsenal fans. Congratulations.
In advance.
If you win, if you don't win, we will take our congratulations and keep it in the archive till you win. Thank you very much, Odafe.
Yeah, very well.
It's always having you around. God bless you.
Thank you.